All right, let's go ahead and jump on into this. So I explained a lot on Misty's. I'm going to just do my best to not recap all the information and just talk how it specifically works for Taylor. All right, so the systems that need support are the intestinal microbiome. So that is your gut bacteria, hormones, adrenal system, and then oxidative stress. So we know that our hormone system is regulated a majority of the time in our hormone system and also our adrenal system. So my guess would be if we improve the digestive health, that you would notice a lot of improvements. And that will help with also the inflammation and the oxidative stress in the body. So these are food restrictions. We'll go ahead and look at how big of a priority these things are for you. Judging by where it is down here, it doesn't look like a big issue. There's no like P. So again, to kind of recap, the P right underneath these are priority, and the A is just an advisory. So overall, it doesn't look like there's too many areas that need a lot of support. We need support with our amino acids, and we do have some essential proteins down here. So again, you're just probably missing one essential protein, and it's not making the rest of the proteins in the body. Fatty acids, so we need some more omega-9s and omega-6s. And then we also have virus, post-virus, and a bacteria buildup. So detoxing would be great, but that's just a lower priority for you. It looks like it's probably making its way out of your system on its own. So foods, again, we'll go down and see where it falls on the chart. And here's just a key indicator. So priority, something you want to take an aggressive route towards. Advise or consider is just to adjust some of the foods that you're eating. So I'm going to kind of skip over some of the pages simply because you can go ahead and read those on your own time to better understand what vitamins are, what minerals are, what fatty acids are, and how they work and support our body. So these are the systems in the body that need support. It looks like we have a low gastrointestinal function, but that is probably related to your intestinal bacteria. But everything else seems to be pretty good. All right, this is the cardiovascular system. The cardiovascular system is important because that is what is delivering the nutrients, delivering the oxygen to the body, and is extremely important for our overall health and well-being, just because of its functions with delivering nutrients all over. So we are in the high indicator area. We want to be down in the 2 to 3 area. A lot of what it looks like that showed up on your scan could easily be supported with supplements and nutrition. All right. So these are just general recommendations for everyone concerned about cardiovascular health. And even if they aren't, they should be doing these things. Okay, vitamins here. Let me scroll down a little bit further. This is just a consider. So this is something that you can get with just adjusting the foods that you're eating. So vitamin E, isotal, B vitamins, and vitamin C, which a lot of these are related to immune health, and B vitamins, which aren't stored very well in the body anyways. So not a big area of concern. I'm gonna skip that page. Let's go down a little bit further. Our minerals. So it's just a consider for you. And it looks like the only areas that need to be focused on are chromium and copper. Again, this is just something that you can get from the foods that you're already eating. And we'll go down and I'll show you which foods those are. Okay, let's go ahead and skip through that. Now, this is a priority for you and probably is what is contributing a lot to your inflammation and the oxidative stress. So I would not be surprised if you were able to reduce your that inflammation and just kind of joint pain if you got this up and running a little bit better. So omega-9 and omega-3 is what we're looking for. More information about the fatty acids. Antioxidants. This is a consider. And these two are specifically related to just immune health. And we saw that you had some bacteria, virus, post-virus in your system. So that will help boost your immune system and help you feel a little bit better. These are also related very heavily to inflammation in the body. So something to be mindful of, and this was just to consider. So again, something that you can get by just adjusting the things that you're eating. More information about antioxidants, and we went over that in Misty's. So again, this is another area of priority. So priorities are for you omegas and amino acids. So like I explained a little bit earlier, histidine right here, this is an essential amino acid. And so it looks like you're not getting enough of that and it's not creating the other proteins in the body. So definitely something that we need to focus on. And it is important while you're trying to like rebuild this area to make sure you're getting a good balance of all of these proteins through nutrition and supplementation. Whoop. So looks like we have a little bit of buildup of chemicals and hydrocarbons. This could just simply be your work environment or something that you're coming into contact as little as 1 to 2 times per week. So I'll show you where the charts are to find that information so you can start evaluating what needs to change in your environment. These are cleansing foods, so make sure you're incorporating those in. That will help you flush out those toxins better. And you can also use the premium tea, the detox tea, to help move those things past a little bit more quickly. This is an advise. So again, this is something you're going to want to look at your environment. And this is good for the last 90 days. So I don't know what I just did. That says virus. Oh man, my computer's closed. Okay, we're back. I had to go get a charger and then unfreeze the screen. So this looks like it could be making its way out of your body sometimes. I mean, we just encountered the last 3 months, which is like cold and flu season. So a lot of people have viruses and post-viruses and bacteria and things kind of built up in their system. So again, it could just be making its way out of your system. And it is a lower priority. So just an advise or consider, which is just something that you can correct with these foods. So again, read through that. Frequency interferences. So this is like your telephones, your cell phones and computers and all different kinds of things. This could be machinery that you're working on or around that has negative frequencies, which just drags the body's energy levels down and blocks certain metabolic functions in our body. Yours is not a big area of concern. This is just to consider. what I am finding more and more is that once we get people's vitamins and mineral and omega fatty acid content up, they're not as affected by this negative frequencies and stuff. So 90 days right here, this is just to recommend avoiding for the next 90 days. So this is not a food allergy test. This is just things that are causing inflammation, causing malabsorption, poor energy levels, a lot of different things like that. Your normal allergies, if you have any food allergies, needs to continue to be avoided during this time. So it's only the ones in red, and do your best to stay away from them. If you're having them, you know, once or twice a week, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. But also look at other things like the supplements that you're taking and different things like that, because some of these things could be in those supplements. So be mindful of that as well. Information about that. This is just, again, advise or consider for the food additives. We know that food additives are terrible for us. It looks like we have a lot of dyes and things like that. So be mindful of that. Look at the foods that you're eating. If you're focusing on whole foods, clean eating, that kind of thing, you won't be running in and encountering a lot of this at all. It should be pretty easy for you to avoid. Now, another thing I want to point out is to look at toothpaste and hair products and different things like that, because that could also be in hand soaps and lotions and cleaning products and all different kinds of things as well. So just start to look at your environment and figure it out. So you got to be like a detective. Here is a little bit more information about food additives. So high fructose corn syrup, aspartame, hydrolyzed protein, monosodium glutamate, which is MSG, and artificial colors. So all of those are extremely disruptive to our physical body and also our neurological body. So do your best to just stay away from those and focus on that whole food diet. All right, so here's your plan, a very basic plan for the next 90 days. Again, it is recommended to rescan at 90 days and see what improvements you've had and how we can continue to support your health and your wellness over the next year, because it takes us about a year to really start feeling better, doing better, and all those different pieces. So step number 1 is to avoid those foods. Step number 2 is to look at your environment and see where you're picking up the chemicals, the hydrocarbons for you. So I would click on that toxin information. You can read more information about food additives and the EMF, which is the frequency interferences. You can click on that and also get more information. Figure out how you can best support your body. So the next step is to get a good natural probiotic strand and systematic enzyme. Now, I am not a huge fan of probiotics, because you can go to the store, you can buy probiotics. To get a good probiotic, you need to look for 2 things. 1 is it needs to be refrigerated. And 2, you need to make sure there's a lot of different strands. And to be honest, the ones that you get in the store, they're not very great. Just because it's that specific brand, that specific company has combined what they feel like is the best formula for you, which may or may not be good and accurate. Especially since you have imbalances with your gut bacteria, this is going to be a very important step for you to regaining your health. So I don't recommend probiotics. What I recommend is prebiotics and eating foods that are probiotic rich. So this is your fermented foods, homemade like pickles. You can do water kefir. You could do milk kefir, kombucha, different things like that that have those live active strands in there, sourdough bread, different things like that. Oh, sauerkraut is another good one. So you can eat them intermixed with your food, or you can just put a little bit of like sauerkraut on your plate and eat that when you're having a meal. But this is going to be a very important step for you. The fourth part is making sure you're getting good quality drinking water. So I recommend an RO system or distilled water. Those are your two best sources for a lot of different reasons. But those remove inorganic minerals that your body can't absorb and uptake. They have the natural minerals that your body will be able to absorb and to use and assimilate and do all the things that are needed. But it's also going to serve another function for you by helping to eliminate the negative as you're restoring your gut. Step number 5 is what you do around day 30. So the first couple steps is like prepping your body, prepping you like maybe mentally to kind of look at, okay, where is this coming in? What is this doing? I really just recommend people kind of doing it all together and making positive changes over the next 90 days. So when I work with people, we break it down a little bit further. So they're doing specific actions each and every week. But so this one is increasing your uptake of nutrition over the next 90 days. So I'll show you where there's a chart and you can find out and figure out the foods that are needed to help with those areas. And step number 6, and this is to really look at your environment, figure out where that frequency interferences are coming up, figure out where the resistance information or the resistance is coming in. So that's your bacteria, your viruses, your mold, and seeing what you can do to best support your body nutritionally, but also environmentally and other things like that. Okay, so this is a very important sheet and one of the most important sheets to have. All the other sheets have really good information, kind of breaks it down really nice for us. But this one and the next one are the ones that you're going to be working off of for the next 90 days. So something that I want to point out is this is from greatest need to least. Okay, so we want to be making sure we're getting a lot of the foods that are up here and obviously down here as well, because it's going to be filling in those nutritional gaps. But just something to keep in mind. All right, here is a breakdown of other things that are going to be needed for you. So these are foods that are going to help with the virus, the post-virus, the bacteria, and so on and so forth. These are foods that are going to help with chemicals and hydrocarbons in your body or in your environment. And these are foods that are going to help increase your resistance against frequency interference that is causing so much negativity in our body, inflammation and malabsorption and all kinds of other disruptions. So pay attention to these foods and keep those foods close by so that you can improve your wellness. And I jumped. Okay, so here's what I recommend is having this sheet for day 1 and going ahead and filling it out, charting yourself, seeing where you're at right now, and then setting the reminder in your phone or on your calendar or something like that. And do another evaluation at day 30, day 60, and day 90. Because we want to be making sure that you're progressing. We want to be making sure that you're having the changes and you're having good results. Because a lot of times what I'm finding is people have this information, but they're struggling to actually apply it and to use it. And so if at day 30 you're like, oh my goodness, I don't feel like things are improving at all, I'm the same, if not worse, or whatever in certain areas, then you can reach out and hire me as a coach and have some additional help and support. So here is kind of, in addition to all of that, using the nutrition, here's kind of what I recommend to really accelerate your results and get amazing results really quickly. The first is the Smart Mix. And oh, I didn't do a breakdown for you. I apologize. Okay, so let's look at this overview. Tells you a little bit more about it. So Moringa oleifera is one of the supplements that I use and recommend the most in my practice because it's a whole food plant-based diet or supplement. There's no synthetics added into it. It's in its natural state. It is NSF certified. It is bioavailable and enzymatically alive, meaning your body recognizes it and knows exactly what to do with it every single time that you take this supplement. It has just amazing, amazing properties. We'll go ahead and break down just some of them for you. We're really only scratching the surface. So we have 90 plus vitamins and minerals, omega fatty acids 3, 6, and 9, 36 antioxidants, 46 anti-inflammatories, and 18 essential amino acids. And based off your scan, we're missing omega-3 and omega-9 in addition to the amino acids. So, and you're going to be having, so the antioxidants are fighting that inflammation and that oxidative stress that we were also picking up on your body. So it's going to be filling in those nutritional gaps, but also supporting your body in naturally restoring itself. So these are all the nutrients that you're going to be able to find, and you'll find pretty much everything that showed up on your scan in this list over here. This has over 100 different nutrients that we can find in Moringa oleifera, and that's not even the complete list. So the benefits of this is it's going to improve your digestive system, help with your circulatory system, stabilize blood sugar levels, help deliver antioxidant support, help with skin conditions, improve your mental clarity, protect your liver and your detoxification system in your body. It's going to increase your energy production and also provide anti-inflammatory support. Because it is so nutrient dense, and because Zija offers the best moringa on the market, you are going to get more than your daily dosage of all these nutrients. So there's 4 times the amount of calcium as milk, 3 times the amount of potassium of bananas, 3 times the vitamin A of carrots, 7 times the vitamin C of oranges, and 2 times the protein of yogurt. Again, this product is bioavailable. It's enzymatically alive. They have done a lot to raise moringa without chemicals, without pesticides. They go as far as purifying the water before it even waters these trees, which is absolutely amazing. They are NSF certified, and there's just tons of other benefits that we could go on and on about. If you have questions about that, please let me know. The one that I feel like is going to be the best bet for you is the Smart Mix. And this is going to help eliminate those toxins, improve your digestive health, give you anti-inflammatory properties, also help boost your immune system and help you digest the foods better. And is really just going to help with a lot of the metabolic functions that you need support in right now. So one of the other areas that you had some imbalances in was the hormone production. Now, this specific blend, I have never found another supplement that does what this AGX line does. This is specifically targeting your genetic expression. So because you need support with the hormones, we're going to go in, and this amazing supplement, really, you guys, like, it's incredible. It's going to balance those hormones. Okay, so it's going to go into your body. It's going to figure out which ones are turned off or turned down, and it's going to turn them back on. It's going to help increase the overall function of the hormones in your body, specific to men. Some other supplements that are really just a supplementary kind of thing. If you wanted to take a really aggressive route, you could add these in. If not, the two that I really recommend are the Smart Mix and the AGX Men. And let me give you the pricing on those really fast. I'll include it in the email so you can look at it as well. But $125 retail for the Smart Mix, or $99 for wholesale. The AGX Men retail is $78.76, or wholesale it's $56, making it just under $1 per capsule. The other one that's going to specifically target the oxidative stress that and the inflammation in the body is this supplement called Essentials. It's made with different herbs and things like that. You can check that out. It's really amazing. A lot of people don't feel a huge difference until about day 30, day 60. And then they're like, oh, my joints don't hurt. Oh, this, and then they're starting to really see, because it's working a little bit more slowly, but it's doing a lot of amazing things. So that would be something that I would recommend adding in as well. And the price of that is $105 retail, or $79 wholesale. And that is good for 60 days. You can take it a little bit more often if you wanted to do 2 a day. If you're feeling especially tight or inflamed in certain areas, that's definitely okay. This is by far my most favorite protein I have ever tried, taste-wise. And I can't do whey proteins. A lot of whey proteins are made with hormones, and so it's really hard to find a good, clean protein that is whey-based. This one is plant-based. It's made with three different kinds of proteins in it. It's made with pea protein, brown rice protein, and then moringa protein. And this is the first and only protein like this on the market. It is gluten-free, soy-free, vegan, and like I said, it tastes amazing. It's really, I don't like proteins. I think they're nasty, but this one is awesome. So this is kind of a breakdown to help you get a better idea of why this protein is one of the ones that I use and recommend the most. So these are essential amino acids. Now, in order for it to be considered a complete protein, it has to have 7. So we'll just go across here. So tryptophan, 7 to create a complete protein. Moringa protein has 15, and making it 114% of your required protein for the day. So, and it goes down, and so you can see over here, by taking this one supplement, you're getting an incredible amount of protein. Just absolutely incredible amount. And I have, like I said, I have not been able to find any other protein that matches this on the market. So anyways, that one retails for $125, wholesales for $100. Again, I'll send you over the list and the information. If you guys would like information on how to get it wholesale, please let me know. Feel free to email me back. And anyways, if you guys have any questions, please, again, feel free to email me, call me, anything like that, and I will be happy to answer any questions. And I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Thanks.